Yeah, do a analysis. It's a very cheap, it's not an expensive test. Go and find the lab, get the analysis done, send me the results. Let me see. Some of the things you see in the analysis is some people you see stones. When they tell you kidney stones, um, how do you send me the results? There's a number attached to the video. Of course, it's not free of charge. So don't you have to pay about $10. That's not too much. But the way the kidney is, it's almost like two organs that keep dropping water. Um, 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 I drop water through two pipes. I fall down and then empty into a another bigger like a bag. That's now. So just think about a balloon, an upside down balloon, a balloon that's upside down. That's your bladder. And then the urethra, the mouth of the balloon is the part that goes through the pelvis or goes through the vagina and brings it out. So the upside down balloon, there are two pipes that bring in the water from the side. Those two pipes come and put it up. So the kidneys keep making water or urine. When it accumulates in the bladder, after a certain point, you feel pressed and die in it. If there is salt inside this system, and you can see the salt settled under this place, what do you think will happen if I add water to this point? The salt will start reducing. Quietly, I don't even make it, I don't shake it. If I just add water again, you just find that the salt is now disappearing. If I put more water here, the salt will completely go. The same way, if there's salt in this water and I can't see it, if I start cooking the water and start evaporating the water, and the water starts reducing physically in this container, the more it reduces, the more visible the salt will become. When it gets to this point, you just see all the salt will be very, very clear that there's salt. So there are salts. If you taste your urine, when we were younger, we used to taste urine. Some people don't know what urine tastes like. When urine tastes salt, just like sweat. So there are salts actually in urine that creates the tastiness, the saltiness. And sometimes when urine is concentrated, you don't drink water for a while, and you have been running or doing activity that remove water, liquid dehydrated. You see the urine is more yellow. If you go and taste that urine at that point, it's very much salt. This is because the concentration of water in the urine is smaller. So the salt is there. That's why you can taste literally salty like that. The salt I'm talking about, that's what the stones are. Let me see if the stones. The stones, salt, that's not the salt. That's what the stones. So if you don't take water, so for some people, when they are thirsty, instead of taking water, they go and take soda or take juice, something that has sugar in it. And again, when you pour sugar into the system, what it will do is further remove water from the cell. So that thing, even though it's liquid, you're not hydrating yourself. You're not bringing the water that is required. The water you need to take is water. You drink it and increase the quantity of water in the entire system so that salt stays in the dissolved state, and then the kidneys and the urinary system carries it out the way it should. If you allow these salts to form here and become stones, of course, if there are small stones, they'll still join the liquid, the rest of the urine that is coming through the kidney and be passing through that pipe, enter the bladder and go out. The problem is when the stones start to become bigger, they come into the pipe and not be able to pass. Will not get stuck there. So you can think of a salt crystal that is big. If you match it with force with your hand, it will wound you because it has edges. That's what creates the pain. It's worse than labor pain. That's the worst pain anybody can feel in their lifetime. One of the worst. Pain of a kidney stone descending. So as they're coming, they'll stop by the way inside that pipe. And when they are there, of course, urine does not come, so it keeps coming. If the weight is too much to push the stone, as pushing the stone will cut you. It's coming down. So it's the cut that creates the excruciating pain that happens with people that have kidney stones. And that pain will continue until that stone passes. And then there's somebody who forms stones. The other ones that are still in the kidney, they're coming down. Another one's coming to this side, this side. So every day you're feeling pain all the time. And what it's just important about just simply to take water. Simply taking there. The other ways to treat the problem when it comes. One way to be involved in treatment, you just have to call me. There's a number attached somewhere. You find it in the street from somewhere. You have to do a call. But it doesn't, it's not cheap, it's not expensive, it's not free. I have to be like, you have to pay something for $10. But preventing this is over. Find a regimen for drinking water. Find a routine for drinking water. So that we will not come to the point where we need to pay God for money to help us. But if you are falling into this problem, of course, solving, there are certain ways to go around it, depending on the type of stone again that form. That's doing bandage. But doing the analysis, if you find the stone in your urine and it enter that urine without creating the pain, it means you are starting forming stone too. You're lucky that's not big enough to hang inside that bag. That's why it crossed and came out in the analysis. When it's big enough, it will not be difficult to pass. Sometimes you have to take theater to open the whole thing and bring out the stone. Some will pass with pain, but will pass, but they will cause serious pain and then pass. Some will not pass, they will stay there stuck. And when there's a passage, you pass, the kidney is making urine, and the parent is supposed to carry the urine down, and then the part is blocked. Urine will start pushing on the kidney down, and then cause kidney damage. Because the pressure will be building up in the part behind the stone, and then it will go and be pushing on the kidney. So it does it for a while to cause infection, damage the kidneys because of simple carelessness of not taking water or taking the wrong thing. Your test you take cool, the test you take things you take water. And during your test, find a routine. Maybe every morning you take one of these. Or your test out, every afternoon you take one, every night you take one. Then of course every other test you take one. Take water, take water.